Hello, nerds of the universe, and welcome to Nerd Talk. So this is a video that I wasn't actually expecting to make. The next video that was supposed to come out was the Book of Boba Fett. But this is a new way that I'm kind of doing this video. I think I'd probably do this for a lot of trailer breakdowns that we do. Just kind of do like a live, more unedited version. So let me know if you like it. But today we are looking at the Bad Batch trailer. So for those of you who don't know, the Bad Batch is releasing this May the 4th, because May the 4th is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And yeah, before we get started, I do want to say, for those of you who are celebrating Easter, Happy Easter, everyone. This video probably will be out before Easter, but if it is uploaded on Easter, then that's great too. I hope you guys all have or had a great break from school or from whatever you're doing, and hope you guys are having a great day. So let's look at this trailer. I've seen it before, but let's take a look at it, and I'll pause it and go through it as we go.
A test is in order. 5 enhanced clones, more capable than an army. Yet they exhibit a concerning level of disobedience and disregard for orders.
What else you got? Give me more!
Alright, so we start with Tarkin over here saying that the Bad Batch, they're extremely powerful, more capable than an army, but he also says that there's a test in order. Now, we do see that this test is a Citadel-type training thing, where it seems that they are fighting a bunch of the bots, droids, like the Death Troopers, not Death Troopers, the Dark Troopers, from The Mandalorian, if you've seen that. And these new weird bots, let me actually mute this just so that we can get the visuals here. You'll see it. So those are the Dark Troopers. These things, I don't know what these things are. They seem like they're pretty easy to destroy, but I don't know. They seem like kind of mini turrets or something.
Concerning level of disobedience and disregard for orders.
Yeah, and so we hear Tarkin saying that they have a order problem. They disrespect orders. And what's interesting is, they're all in the Citadel, or whatever, not the Citadel, the training. Here, you see, when we saw Wrecker before, he was with the others, and we see them back there. I just noticed them, but he's by himself here. But before, when he was saying, give me more, he was with the rest of the group. So I'm assuming that this is a different scene where he's yelling something else at him. I don't know what it could be. But yeah, let's just look at the rest of the trailer.
Our squad's nothing but trouble. But we get the job done.
All right, so what we see here is if we go back a little, streaming May 4th, yes, we're on Camino, right? And we're going through, and here Hunter says that our team is nothing but trouble. Now, this is interesting because they seem like they're on Camino here, and from when I first heard it, it almost sounds like he's reluctant or is kind of upset about this. Like, our team doesn't do the right thing. Like, we're nothing but trouble. But then he says, but we get the job done. So he's saying that, even though we disobey orders, so we're now hearing his point of view, even though we disobey orders, we do it because we get the job done, and we do it our way. He kind of echoes that later in the trailer where he's saying we're going to do it our way. And right here, we see him in a speeder, taking off in his civilian outfit, chasing. Now, if we just go back a little, right there. I do not know how well you guys can see that. But right there, that is what I think he's chasing. And it looks like, based off the orange helmet, that this is Fennec Shan. So this is him in his civilian outfit, which we, in the first video we covered, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that video, it's a half an hour long video, but it does cover almost every possible theory you could possibly have on the Bad Batch. So please go check that out. But Fennec Shan is going to be in this TV series, and it looks like she's going to have some quarrel with the Bad Batch. Maybe she's working for the Empire, maybe she's working against the Empire, but he is chasing her down. So, I don't know, this might be an undercover mission, it might not be, I'm not sure. I'm still sticking with my theory, because in The Mandalorian, she is wanted by the ISB. So I'm still sticking with my theory that originally she was against the Empire or something, and the Bad Batch were hired to take her down, and now that they are on the run from the Empire, they're actually seeking her for help, and she's reluctant or something. I think that would be cool. But he is chasing Fennec Shan here. So that's interesting. And then,
But we get the job done.
right here, we see them in a foresty plain that could be Kashyyyk. Go watch that first video. It could be Kashyyyk fighting battle droids. Now, some have speculated that this is just an existing separatist group that that just didn't get the shutdown order and are still fighting. But maybe, just maybe, my theory is correct, and that this is right before Order 66 or during Order 66, where the Bad Batch is on Kashyyyk and they're fighting off battle droids. This could be during the Clone Wars itself, and we might get some more evidence of that throughout the trailer. So let's just hit play. And right there, we saw Tech blow up some sort of ship with clones watching. And again, this does look like a foresty planet. This does look like it could be Kashyyyk. Yeah, you see, look, you've got the trees in the background, right in the mountains and the mountainous terrain. And we've got all of these clones here. They don't have the green markings that a lot of the clones on Kashyyyk had. So maybe not, but there's also a bunch of these ships wrecked and stuff like that, so it does seem like it wasn't just the Bad Batch. And, oh, I just noticed that right there looks like a Wookiee. That could just be a trick of the light, but this really looks like a Wookiee. And those over here, those might be Wookiees as well. Nope, they were clones. Never mind. Never mind. Those were just clones. But who knows? It could still be Kashyyyk. It could not be.
You'll climb Force 99.
Alright, so I know I'm pausing it a lot, but this is interesting. Alright, so this is our new character. She is a child, obviously, but her backstory is kind of shrouded in mystery because she's here in the Camino facility with the rest of the Bad Batch. But the first thing that you might notice about her is this little pendant that she's got going on here. Now, this pendant looks exactly like one of the Camino cloners. I forget her name. No, it's not Lama Su. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'll probably edit it in there. So you'll see it right now. Okay. This clone who was in the Clone Wars, she's wearing that exact same pendant. So I am assuming that this is probably connected. She's connected to her. And many are saying that this might be a clone, even though it is a female. This might be a female clone, where she joins the Bad Batch because she's the only female clone. The X and Y chromosomes got all mixed up. She's female. And she's probably wearing that pendant because, I don't know, maybe that weird Camino cloner got, attached to it or something. And she's wearing this outfit, which I believe is the clone cadet outfit, that the clone cadets would wear in training. And
Force 99.
You know who we are.
yeah, she says that she knows who they are, and he seems weirded out by that, or confused, and she says, how could I not?
Let's go.
Echo.
Hyperdrive's online.
Tick.
Prepping to jump.
Reckon?
Let's blow something up.
Alright. She says every single name except for Crosshair. Now, if she's actually talking to these, clones and she's saying these names, we did see Crosshair was there. He was, if I could just find it.
You'll climb Force 99.
You know who we are.
Right there. He is there. So if she's talking to him, she would have said his name too, because otherwise he'd just be like, oh, why didn't you say my name? You don't know who I am? But they could be excluding Crosshair's name for a reason. That reason might be because there is a theory swimming around that Crosshair might betray the Bad Batch. And that would actually make a little bit of sense, because Crosshair has always been a little bit more of the cynical one, not really a very righteous person, so he might switch to the Empire. And also in that first trailer we saw, he could be the person that's leading that Special Forces unit, because his helmet does look an awful lot like that Special Ops guy in the beginning. We speculated that it might be Cody. Maybe now it's Crosshair. Who knows? So let me...
Hunter?
Yeah.
Tick?
Prepping to jump.
Reckon?
Let's blow something up.
And right here, now, in the last one, we did see this blue, what looks like an engine from a Venator class destroyer. And in the last trailer, we saw that, but from a different angle, and everybody thought, oh, it's a Death Star, like, proto-laser or whatever. I speculated that it's not. I speculated that it's probably just some other weapon, and turns out I was kind of right. It's not really a weapon, but it's an engine. They're blowing up an engine. But also, this could be the Venator class destroyer that crashed with Ahsoka and Rex on it, and you'll see why I might think that in a minute.
And Crosshair?
Your move.
Okay, never mind. Okay, she does say Crosshair. Sorry, I kind of missed that. But she does say Crosshair last. And I do love how Crosshair says your move, which is kind of an Obi-Wan line, which I love.
We're all you need.
Yeah, but you see right there, unless I missed it, yeah, Crosshair is not here, and you'll see that a lot throughout the trailer. Crosshair is not in this picture.
All you need.
I want Clone Force 99 found and wiped out.
The galaxy's a dangerous place to be.
Alright, so we've got Tarkin saying he wants the Clone Force 99 wiped out. Now, we do not know if the Bad Batch did something that would warrant this, but Fennec Shan is here, and she looks like we're in some sort of abandoned desert place. It kind of looks like some remnant of the Clone Wars, maybe, I don't know. But Fennec Shan is saying the universe is a dangerous place to be, which sounds cool when you first hear it, but when I think about it, like, okay, well, where else am I supposed to go? It's the universe. So, I mean, I know that's reading into it too much, but who is she saying this to? I have a feeling she is saying this to the Bad Batch. Now, you might be thinking, well, if she's against the Bad Batch, well, why would she not just shoot them? Well, maybe she's going to team up with them. That's a theory that I had. Or the Empire sending her after them, and she's got other ideas. She's saying, no, you know what, I actually kind of like their cause. Yeah, I'll stick around with them, see what goes on. And, yeah, let's keep going.
We need to get out of here.
Oh, I clicked out of that for a second. But, yeah, if we go back, this is, what I think is Zygeria. And we talked about Zygeria in the first episode of Nerd Talk. Again, go and watch it. It's the third plugin I've made. And it seems like they're fighting this beast still, which is cool, again.
We need to get out of here.
Alright, so it switches from Tech and Echo,
We need to get out of here.
and Hunter talking to Crosshair, saying, we need to get out of here. And they're in this, undergarment thing. Alright, so we see them escaping with the kid, right? But when they're running away, it's just Hunter, the kid, Echo, Tech, and Wrecker. So, keep going. And it's just them again. So I'm thinking maybe this is where the betrayal happens. Maybe they realize that they are going to be betrayed, or they are about to betray. That's why they're on Camino. Or what it looks like Camino. It looks like a Camino facility. And this could also relate back to that first trailer where they start to fight those other clones. And maybe after the whole thing goes down, because we did see Crosshair fighting the clones there as well. But maybe after they're put into custody for, possibly treason or for just harassing other clones, that's when Tarkin's like, okay, we need to get these guys out of here. They're a liability. And now maybe Crosshair and Hunter are having a conversation, and Crosshair saying, no, we need to stick with the Republic or the Empire, and Hunter saying, no, we don't. He's saying, we need to get out of here, and that's where Crosshair betrays him. He says, no, I'm going to stick with the Empire, and this is where they part ways. And for some reason, the kid's here too, because she's just like, yeah, sure, I'll join the ragtag group.
What do you say, kid? You want
And again, no Crosshair.
to come with us?
How can I help?
The Clone War.
And of course, yes, we have Captain Rex, which, I love it. Okay, and here we do have, no, that's not Crosshair. Nope, that is Echo. Sorry, Echo and Crosshair's helmet look very similar. So, again, Crosshair is missing from this picture, which means either they split ways in a good way or they split ways in a bad way.
Have ended.
Okay, so let me back up just a little. We do see that the kid is carrying some sort of something on her back, and we are seeing this Venator-class destroyer. I'm probably saying that wrong, butchering it. I'm thinking that now that we've got Rex here, that this is the ship that him and Ahsoka crashed on, possibly, maybe, whatever. Or it's just a scrapyard, because we do see a lot of wreckage back here. We do see a lot of wreckage. So let me quickly play this. And what she's carrying on her back, I'm thinking,
Clone Wars have ended.
yep, so she took that off of her back. It is a kind of retro-looking Night Sister bow. So either she has connections to the Night Sisters, maybe she herself is a clone of the Night Sisters, which would be really cool and really interesting. But this bow doesn't really look like a classic Night Sister bow. It looks a little bulkier and a little more high-tech, so maybe it's a different kind of bow. And she did just kill a clone there.
You can either adapt and survive.
Alright, so that was, I believe, Pandora, because if we look here, oh, wait, no, this is not Pandora. I do actually not see any Pandorans. Oh no, this looks like Coruscant, actually. These, or actually, you know what, I don't know. I see a lot of aliens over here, and these people look like they're in fear, actually. Maybe this is kind of like the clones' transition into the Empire, the Republic's transition into the Empire, really. And it looks like maybe they're in fear because there's this building over here, and these are tanks. Maybe these tanks are about to fire on this building right here.
Survive.
Oh, yes, okay. So it seems that the Bad Batch is in one of these tanks, and maybe these tanks are going to blow up this building, but the Bad Batch saves the day.
With the past.
And
The decision is yours.
here we have Saw Gerrera with his classic scar. So maybe we'll learn how he gets this scar. We've got his green eyes, stubble beard. So he's telling the Bad Batch that you either die with the past, or what did he say? Can we go back a little bit? So we're saying,
You can either adapt and survive, or die with the past.
you can either adapt and survive, or die with the past. Now,
Or die with the
alright, again, Crosshair is missing. Just letting you know, look, he's not there. And we seem to have some paramedics over here with some, that's either a symbol or most likely blood, because there's some red stain stuff over here too. So, and the kid, unless she's down lower, is not in this little picture, so maybe something happened to her and they went to Saw Gerrera and his little outpost, and she's being taken care of by these paramedics because maybe she had to go undergo surgery or something. And he's giving a weapon back to them. I don't know, maybe that's a sign of respect. And, like I said before, in his civilian outfit, he was chasing Fennec Shan, and this bomb he places, she looks like she's about to shoot him.
The decision is yours.
And then she jumps on the... Yeah.
Do what we do.
Alright, so here... We've got... Those were some new droids. They kind of look like commando droids. But kind of like Citadel Guard commando droids, but kind of a different variant. So maybe we'll go more into these things, but these do look Separatist made. Alright, this planet, I have no idea what it is. This planet strangely looks like Earth. Does anybody else see this? This planet strangely looks like Earth. Very similar. And I know a lot of planets look like Earth a lot. Maybe this is Alderaan, because I know Alderaan kind of looks like Earth. But this looks a lot like Earth. So, I'm not saying they're going to do it. I don't think they should do it. But they could do it. I don't think they will, though.
Strap in, kid.
Again, no crosshair. Alright, and that is the end of the trailer. There is a great absence of Crosshair in this trailer, which leads me and many to believe that he might be betraying the clones. Now, or rather, the Bad Batch. Now, I do still think and hope that Commander Cody is an antagonist in this show. I really think bringing him back would be awesome. However, they might not do that, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But I just think it would be really cool. And since we are getting Captain Rex in here, and even though he's probably not going to stick around for long, it might just be a cameo. It might just be, one of the episodes. We could, and they might not just be including her in the trailer, we could get Ahsoka. And many are also saying that we might see Gregor and Wolf, and we might see how Captain Rex turns them. And maybe that's the mission they're doing. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I still think there's a good chance that this is going to be a long series. Many people are saying that it's just going to be a season, and that it's just Season 8 of the Clone Wars. I completely disagree. Not with it being Season 8 of the Clone Wars. This is definitely Season 8 of the Clone Wars. 100%. But I do think it's going to be more than one season. I'm thinking this show might actually be like a full series. Like a series. I'm talking like 5 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons. Cause I'm thinking, Lincoln, that season 1 is gonna be all about them discovering, like, who they are in this grand scheme of things. And they're probably going to betray the Empire halfway through the season. I don't think they're gonna betray the Empire right away. Probably halfway through the season. I don't think they would do it just in the first episode. That doesn't make sense. And also, that's not the Clone Wars way. As we know, the Clone Wars always separated their stories into 4 segments, 4 episode segments or 3 episode segments, and they didn't really get the ball rolling until the 2nd or 3rd episode, at least. So they could be doing something similar, they could be doing something different, I'm not really sure. I speak really fast, wow. But, I don't know. I just don't think they're going to betray the Empire right away. I think it's going to be a gradual change. And then probably in Season 2, they're on the run more. They meet up with Rex, Fennec Shan, and things like that. And they're fighting new foes and things like that. And I do think the final nail in the coffin for them, because again, Tarkin did say, more capable than an army. It takes more than an army to take these things down, to take these guys down. It takes way more than an army. So I'm thinking that after the armies fail, he's gonna be like, all right, well, what do we send in now? And he might send in some Inquisitors if they're around at this point. I'm pretty sure they're being trained by Vader at this point, but he could send them in. And if not, I'm sure it's just going to be probably a lot of bounty hunters. Because we did see Fennec Shan, but it could also be other bounty hunters. Maybe a young Boba Fett. Maybe a young Boba Fett. Maybe like a 16-year-old Boba Fett, like 17-year-old Boba Fett, who's just, fighting his way in the galaxy. Maybe some Bosk action. Maybe something that could connect to the Book of Boba Fett. In the Book of Boba Fett video that will be coming out soon, I promise, we do talk about a little bit how the Book of Boba Fett and the Bad Batch could be related, since Fennec Shan is in both. And Boba Fett would be around here, so who knows? And I do think at the very, very, very end, Vader's gonna come out, because it's Star Wars. And Vader is alive and around during this time. So, of course they're gonna bring in Vader. It's Star Wars, where Vader is alive. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have. This trailer is really good. I really like it, and I'll see you nerds in the next video. Nerd out.